Continuing on, we've got this next little section in here. We'll take a closer look right here. We can see that we've got a bar going all the way through and a couple of hydraulics coming into it. And then these other ones connect with these little arms on the side. So we'll do the little hydraulics. Looks like it's something pretty straightforward. The connection is actually going to be coming out of this block and then out to two cylinders, and then our little piece going through, and then a couple of little hydraulics right there. So let's go ahead and work on our connection coming out first. And actually we ought to be able to take advantage of this piece right in here. So I'm just going to make a copy of that. And we'll get this moved up in position. Let's see about our rotation. Let's straighten that out. And just move this guy over into a good spot. Looks like the thickness is just about right. Let's go ahead and go to our vertex mode and let's push this back right about here because he's going to go right into a cylinder in the front of it. And let's also make sure that we are good up and down. Pretty close and pretty close. Makes us almost. There we go. Nice little piece. And we may be a little bit wide, so I'm going to go ahead and scale him down. Actually, not even top to bottom. We're just going to move our vertices top and bottom down a little bit. Right about there, just where we're out of the way of the bolts. So we make sure that we are functionally believable. There we go. Alright, and we'll worry about that other one once we make the full one. We'll copy across a couple of other pieces. Okay, with that one out of the way, let's get some cylinders going. And the cylinders that we're looking for a bigger one, so let's go ahead and grab these two guys up. Control D to make a copy of it. Alright. Let's see where that puts us. We want a nice small one on the inside. We're going to make these a little bit tighter. We don't need them to be quite as big. We want one right about in here. Let's go to our vertex mode. And we've got our one that's going to live about right there. Right about in there. We're going to have our bar in the middle between those. Switch over to my object mode, and this guy, we can actually just shrink this guy up a little. There we go. And let's go into our vertex mode. We'll pull him all the way through. We can go ahead and move this up to our straight line. Make sure that we've got everything connecting where we want it, basically in the middle there. Alright, that's looking good. Now let's take this guy and Control D. Let's make a copy. Let's move him over. And this is our inside circles that are coming off of here. Then we're going to have these outside cylinders. And those are going to connect into the other pieces. And let's go ahead and set those up. We can scale this guy up. We're just looking sort of for an edge and an edge here to get us about approximately where we want it. And from the top, just going to adjust the material a little bit. There we go. Alright, this one's definitely a little bit chunkier of one. We'll thin them up just a little bit, but not much. Not too much, actually. He's going to line up pretty good like that. Alright, Control D, make our copy. Pull them on through. While we're here, let's go ahead and just copy out this guy. He's setting up where he needs to be. Alright, that's looking really good. So we've got that little piece out to here, and now we just need to tie it into another couple of cylinders. And the easiest way to pull that off is just use what we've got. Make a copy of this one. Let's pull him back. And of course, you're more than welcome to make a unique model each time just for the practice of it, but during production you do want to use as often as possible geometry that you've already constructed so that you can speed up the process of it. Just shrink that one up just a little bit right in there. There we go. And let's see if we can pull this guy over some. Looks like we're about right in there. If we look about the width of it, we actually hit the width of it just about spot on right there. We just need a little bit off the end over here. And what we see is we see a little bit of an indentation right there. Looks like we've got kind of a little bevel piece going on. So how about we add some edge loops, have a little fun with this piece. I'm going to go back into just my object mode. Let's see, let's go up to our mesh tools and we'll do insert some edge loops. And there's one, there's two, there's three, and let's put one more about right there. Switch over to our face mode. Let's just scale this down just a little bit. And then we're going to scale this back out just a little bit. So you could select it, do an extrusion on it, or you could do like we did, just use the edge loops and then scale it around. End of the day, it's just about being able to manipulate that geometry. No matter how you create it, you just got to be able to take it and make it into what you want. And then the last part on here we've got is a little pipe that's running back into the other pipe with another little cylinder. So there's a lot of little cylinders on this guy. Alright, let's see if we can get the right width over here. It's definitely going to be a little bit bigger than our little pipe right here. But one thing that we can do, because it does disappear on both ends, we'll go ahead and do a quick clean up on this and delete both of our end pieces because we really don't need all of that extra geometry there. And then let's go ahead and size him up just a little, about right in there. And back to our object mode. We'll tuck him in here. And then we're looking for a piece right in there that he's going to tie into. So if we zoom out just a little bit, we can see that we've got a piece connected here, and then this one goes all the way through. We can see how this one's going to go all the way through, and we've got that one right in there. And our best bet is to just, again, use geometry that we've already got. Repurpose it, save us some time, and if these pieces because we're not doing a full texture, we're going to be doing more of a shader based material, but if they were needing to have an unwrap on them, then we could actually unwrap one of the pieces beforehand and then have it all set up and ready for us. Alright, that gets us pretty close to what we need there. Let's take a peek at our side view here. And then our inside little guy is actually going to be a little bit bigger. He's right around that size. Let's check out our top view, see if we can get him lined up there. He's going to be right in there. And he's going to go all the way through, so let's go ahead and just pull this guy all the way through. There we go. And let's see if we can nail this guy down. Let's go into our vertex mode. I'm just going to move this piece over just a little bit more and this one over a little bit more. There we go. A little more thickness on that so that that connection looks nice and solid. Okay, and then after that we've got our little hinge piece that's right in here, and we're probably going to make that connection when we build those pieces out. So let's go ahead and make a copy of this. Control D, drag it over, set it up where we want it, and that actually looks pretty good right in there. Let's take a peek at what we built. Alright, so we've got a lot of neat little pieces going on. We're definitely just continuing that all the way across, and it looks like the next good pieces to build are going to be just right in here and right in here, and then we'll tackle our little fabricated arms that go across, and we'll start that up next.